weather outside is dog shits, and the roads are really slippery. Hey, what's up, everybody? Haven't made a video in a while, but I had to come on here and I had to make a quick video about $61 silver. Holy macaroni! And I don't think it's done this year. Might it move sideways for a week or so? Maybe. Just based on what I'm looking at, I think this thing's probably going to run up into the low mid 70s. Probably have a pullback into the mid 50s or so, I would think, at some point before its next push up into the mid upper 90s and probably pierce 100. And it's going to continue to steadily march and steadily march. The bump we saw today, obviously Jerome Powell's going to be announcing rate cuts tomorrow. I don't even know, I'm not even necessarily certain that it's a rate cut announcement bump so much as it is a global central bank buying spree of gold and silver, or or global nation states, BRICS nations. You got India buying like mad, you got China buying like mad, you got Russia buying like mad, you've got everybody buying gold and silver like mad, and the United States is on a buying spree because we let our silver reserves, we sold off our silver reserves something like 20-25 years ago. So we've got to rebuild from zero, and it was just about a month ago that they declared silver a critical mineral. So it's a critical mineral that the United States' reserves are very low on. So there is a mad dash for silver at the COMEX. There is a lot of people call it a short squeeze. I don't even think we're in a short squeeze yet. I just think that supply is tight for physical. I think for every 1 ounce of paper silver that is being traded on the COMEX, there's something like, I think there's, for every 1 ounce of physical, there's about 435, 440 paper ounces. So it is completely out of whack. And all the short positions by the central banks and JP Morgan, they're all getting absolutely demolished as China, Russia, India, and East Side global central banks are all standing for physical delivery. Oh, I'm sorry, Saudi Arabia, I forgot them. They did buy SLV, and I think they've been, if I remember correctly, they've been accumulating quite large amounts of physical as well. But all of the countries, the Eastern global central banks and retail isn't even involved yet, and we're at 61. I mean, it's doubled inside of 2025. So what I see, based on charts, based on demand, based on supply, based on the devaluing of the currency and how silver has been unbelievably suppressed for the past 50 years, 200. I know that sounds crazy when it's sitting at 61 and change right now, but I really believe we're going to see probably some massive moves, and there'll probably be a pullback or two, along there that'll be big. You can't make big moves up without having some pullbacks here and there, but it's okay. And really, at this point, if y'all aren't in the gold and silver game, more specifically silver, I do believe that has the highest return rate, just because it's been the most suppressed over the past 50 years. I mean, really, it's ridiculous. So if you're not in, I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, but what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to hold paper? Are you going to continue to be overexposed into the stock market, the derivatives market, which is all paper, which is all crap, are all insanely overvalued companies? Like, overvalued like insane. It would be like you going to the grocery store and picking up a gallon of milk for 175 bucks. You'd be like, I'm not buying that. That's ridiculous. That's way overpriced. Well, that's essentially what the hell people are buying with these stock market prices. the QE that's been going on, I mean, it's all fake. It's all fake printed money that has gone in to prop up these companies' stock prices, to keep this house of cards alive just a little bit longer before it all topples over. And then when it does, you're going to ask, well, where's that money going to go? Well, tons of people are going to lose their asses early. But smart money right now is already maneuvering into precious metals. And they've been doing so for the past couple of years. But there's going to be a rush of demand for physical gold and silver when that first crack in the stock market emerges, which is coming, by the way. Probably in 2026, this coming year. I think we're going, I don't know when, spring, fall, winter next year, I don't know. But at some point, we have kicked this can so far down the road. There are just entirely too many timelines converging that we are just peaked in way too many areas. The de-dollarization, the unbelievable out of control money printing is not going to stop. It's only going to accelerate. If you guys don't believe me, go to the grocery store, right? And look at those prices. I mean, that'll tell you. Just go to the grocery store. Go anywhere and check out the prices. What do you think that's from? Do you think it's the farmers charging more? No, bullshit. No, bullshit. They have printed your money, and their goal is to print more and more of it to bring the value of everything you have in your bank account to zero. Gold and silver, they don't change, by the way. They're not a stock. They're not a company that produces more, or can grow, or, can produce a better product or become more efficient. No, they're a constant. What is gold and silver? Gold and silver, what are gold and silver? They're a constant. They are a constant. They are a measurement of the US dollar, or whatever they're being measured in. So gold stays the same. The only thing that, gold isn't going up in value. Silver isn't going up in value. Your unit of measurement is going down, which is the US dollar, or, the British pound, or, the yen, whatever it is. That is going down in value. It's not that the metals are going up. And they're going to continue to print until they can get the US dollar to zero. That's what they're doing. That's what they've been doing. It's their plan. So gold and silver will continue to go up and up and up and up. Not to say there won't be a pullback here and there, because there's market traders in there, that trade the market, but they're not going to be monster pullbacks, and they're not going to last very long. So if you haven't made the move into metals, you might want to consider it. So that's really all I got for you. It was a $61 and change silver today, and I don't think it's done. So it's pretty impressive. And with any luck, hopefully you guys bought quite a while ago and you got a big smile on your face today. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you later.